Unguilty pleasures, my year of reading romance novels. I paced the shop, feigning interest in snow globes of Times Square and travel-sized doses of Pepto-Bismol, all the while stealing furtive glances in the direction of the trade paperbacks. When I heard my boarding call over the intercom, I knew it was now or never. I grabbed the book, practically threw my money at the sales clerk, and rushed to my gate with a fresh copy of the inspiration for the Netflix series Bridgerton, Julia Quinn's The Duke and I. By the time my flight landed, Quinn's book had prompted a major literary revelation. While the tale of Daphne Bridgerton didn't exactly alter my perception of space and time, there were, frankly, far fewer descriptions of pretty dresses than I had hoped. I realized I had never read a romance novel. How many times had I walked past an entire section of the bookstore or library, subconsciously passing it off as unserious and therefore not worthy of my time? My formative years as a reader and writer were spent ingesting, without question, what dead male academics had deemed important to the literary canon. Fortunately, I eventually came to terms with the fact that I don't actually need to think Robinson Crusoe is good in order to be considered skilled in the written word. I came to realize that guilty pleasures could be just pleasures and allowed myself to become as well versed in science fiction, mysteries, graphic novels, and celebrity memoirs as I was in the cast of the Canterbury Tales. Yet, whereas I had managed to intellectualize reading books like Nicole Richie's The Truth About Diamonds, a novel, romance felt beyond this ability. Romance novels are the only type of literature that is considered actively anti-intellectual, the only kind of book one could read and somehow others would have a basis to consider you less intelligent for doing so. The Duke and I did the work of making me realize that this perception could not be less relevant when you are busy having too much damn fun. Romance, I realized, was the final frontier of my journey from unthinking academic acolyte to omnivorous literary independence. Seal broken, I set out on an earnest exploration of the genre. Fast forward a year, I have just finished Aaron Sterling's The Kiss Curse sequel to 2021's The X-Hex. Before that, I polished off Emily Henry's The Book Lovers, and Danielle Jackson's The Accidental Pin-Up. By the time 2022 draws to a close, I will have read 15 romance novels in total. I've encountered everything from werewolves, to Bolshevik spies, to small-town drama befitting the Hallmark Channel. I have read men and women in every combination go from friends to lovers, from enemies to soulmates, from colleagues to couples. And while I have most definitely cringed at a romance author's completely incorrect use of the term on fleek, I have also had the joy of reading as queer, disabled, fat, black and brown people fall in love and transform dreams into reality. The sole commonality among these stories, better known as the golden rule of the romance novel, was a happy ending.